And we're live. Hello everyone, I am Leo David and just doing some art streaming based on the results of my latest poll on Patreon. Joining us tonight is my good buddy Daniel Morris. How's it going, Daniel?
All right.
So yeah, we're just gonna be painting, hanging out. Hey Dan, do you got your headset on?
Yes.
Right. How you been, man? What are you up to? What are you working on? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. A little choppy. What are you working on?
Kid model about the age of 7. What should we say?
Oh, here, let me put your stuff on screen. Alright, so what Daniel's working on in ZBrush. Some good stuff. Is that for any project you want to talk about?
Educational game that's created by Static Mash. Right? I'm saying it right.
So, besides doing all the art that we do, we're also working on an educational math game for phones. So definitely stay tuned for that, you guys. Especially if you're parents or for people like me that struggle with basic math, which I do. But if you're parents like me or Daniel, you might be interested in something like that. So yeah. Anyway, so some of you might know I did a vote not too long ago on Patreon. Just my Patreon, patreon.com/thunderstormart, and had a little vote on what would my friends and fans would like to see me work on next. And Cthulhu was one of the options. So that's what I'm working on. Alright. Yeah. Merge everything down for good measure. I like to merge stuff down every now and then. Stay on the one layer. Tweak it. And yeah. And, those of you may be wondering what program this is called Paint Storm Studio. Very good program I'm happy with for painting. Have been using for a little while. Let's come in more. This is an older idea that I'm trying to revisit. A friend of mine, good friend of mine, wanted a tattoo that was like a combination of Cthulhu and a little bit of A little bit of almost like a Buddha kind of pose, but you know, made a lot darker. So it's promising and going well.
Are you sharing your screen in a Hangout also?
No, it's just gonna be on the. It's on my Facebook. We're also on Twitch, YouTube, and I believe Shoutcast. I believe. Yeah, I'm sorry, Smashcast. So we're on Facebook Live on my Facebook page, facebook.com/thunderstormart. We're also on Twitch. Art. We're also on, which is go.twitch.tv/Leo Thunder Jr. And we're also on we're also on YouTube, which my station should be. I gotta pull that up. Should know all this. So yeah, my channel is youtube.com/Leo Thunder Jr. I think. Yeah. Similar deal on Smashcast. Yep, Leo Thunder Jr. Alright, so let's get started. For now, I just want to clean this up a little bit, and then we'll go to town. Yeah. Paint over all the artifacts from before.
Herald 6.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, just got a little cold.
Hmm.
Slave build. You got any topics you want to talk about? It's getting quiet over there.
Yeah, it's all quiet. What do you want to talk about? I'm open to ideas. Have you ever played any Cthulhu games?
What is that called again?
Cthulhu?
Ulu?
Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
No. What is that exactly?
Oh man. So the Cthulhu mythos is like it's a universe in a way, and like got started by H.P. Lovecraft. Well, I couldn't tell you all the facts, and I will do it very much a disservice. But it's horror. It started out as horror stories,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very popular and that stuff.
Kind of like Goosebumps or something?
Well, it was books because it was pretty old. Let me look up the year that Lovecraft wrote Cthulhu. Yeah, so the Call of Cthulhu, I'm reading this off of Wikipedia, is a short story by the American writer H.P. Lovecraft, written in the summer of 1926. So this is from the 20s. But, it's very, very popular. A lot of people like it. As
Is
you
it
can tell.
a
What?
American story?
I'm sorry?
Is it a American type of thing, or
The
what is it?
author, I believe, was American.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, and it's very popular, but it's also, the guy was pretty racist, too. I mean, you kind of see it in the stories. But one thing that he did that really helped his world was that he pretty much said, I'm not gonna copyright this. Anyone who wants to use this kind of can. And that led to a lot of offshoots, including many other books, many other games. Just the whole concept of mad worlds, which is, like otherworldly, I'm sorry, the mad gods, the concept of otherworldly entities that, to them, humans and our entire world is just like an anthill, they don't really care. So it's a really pretty popular concept.
A game that is based off of a book.
I'm sorry?
So you're telling me it's a game that is based off of a book?
Yes, but it's not just a game. There's been a lot of stuff. A lot of different companies, a lot of different creators have done stuff in that world. It's not one thing. It's a whole mythos. Mythos.
Do you have an internet site or something so I can look at it?
It's not. I mean, there's a. Let's see. If you go to Google and you write Cthulhu, Cthulhu, I mean, you'll see a bunch of it. I mean, there's been a South Park episode about it. There's been references. I mean, I'm sure you've seen art of this being that has tentacles coming out of its face and has dragon wings and it's very like alien, the old god kind of deal.
Now I have to meet pictures.
Yeah, let me read to you. Start. Okay, so from Wikipedia again, Cthulhu is a cosmic entity created by writer H.P. Lovecraft and first introduced in the short story The Call of Cthulhu, published by the American pulp magazine Weird Tales in 1928. That's pretty much. But yeah, it's not like just a game. It's a lot of things based on that one original story. Because the guy H.P. Lovecraft, he created a lot of other stories, horror stories in that same world. It's basically like our world, but imagine that there's like this ancient, super powerful alien and otherworldly, almost like a god kind of deal. But it just anything that comes in contact with it basically goes insane, pretty much. Very dark. And there's a lot of monsters and a lot of stuff that like are very alien. It has to do with that. And every time it awakens, like it sends, in Call of Cthulhu, like it has like this telepathic ability that like everybody in the world start having nightmares when it wakes up. Like that kind of deal.
Correct.
Yeah, it's really like it's a really interesting short story. And that inspired a lot of horror. Um,
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Is there any like TV shows or anything
well,
that
again,
has
not
done it? So,
directly that I know of. I'm sure there are, but I'm not that well versed in it. But I mean, every time that you see a reference to otherworldly kind of beings, a lot of the times, because look, D&D even they straight up they have Cthulhu in the game, and a lot of the others and the otherworldly beings of just evil. A lot of the times they use this as a reference, like when they use evil gods. So they have it in D&D. They have it in a lot of stuff. Have you seen Stranger Things, the show?
oh yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, so it's not directly Cthulhu per se, but it's very much inspired by that kind of atmosphere.
All right. And what did you think about that Stranger Things trailer? Oh my God, it was
Oh, the new
amazing.
one.
Like,
See,
yeah, like some people say it was like the best trailer ever
oh, dude,
created.
I'm looking forward to it. But that's kind of the feel that you get from Cthulhu. Like it's this kind of like crazy madness and unexplainable things just shattering the mundane. And even the stuff that I'm working on for my comic and stuff is very much inspired by that. Like the kind of like madness that warps reality kind of deal.
Hmm.
Very yeah, it resonates with a lot of things that wrote horror since then. Um, Probably, I'm not gonna take away credit or anything, but they're probably at least inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft. Like he's very, very, very famous and known for this. So,
Yeah, I can't wait till the Stranger Things come out. Oh my
oh
God.
man, oh yeah,
Oh, that trailer, and they used Michael Jackson Thriller, and I was like, this is perfect.
oh yeah. They captured the '80s
Coming out on
exactly.
Halloween.
Were you playing D&D in the '80s at all? Were you too young?
To play what?
D&D?
Dungeons and Dragons in the 80s? No, I wasn't playing Dungeons and Dragons in the 80s. Nah, I was too young.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people are saying like that really captures what was going on back then. Isn't that crazy that they do like timepieces on the '80s now and it like sells?
I know. I mean, like even right now in like hip hop or whatever, people are purchasing hats and like clothing items that are from the 80s. It's like
Oh yeah,
80s is
retro is
like
big. Retro is big.
it's like the golden era or whatever.
Yeah.
Also came out with Double Dragon again back in
Oh
like
really?
2012 or whatever, and
Oh
things
okay.
like that. It's like coming back in style. Everything from the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you notice that a lot in games and stuff. A lot of stuff like they do a lot of retro. Get this going on.
Especially with the video game industry, they're bringing back a lot of 80s stuff.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
bringing back a lot of,
yeah.
like, they are obsessed today, especially indie games, with side scrollers. Like they're all over the place now.
Yeah, but they're doing a lot of retro on those.
Yeah, because like when PlayStation 1 came out, even when Sega Saturn and everything was out, it was like everybody was really into like 3D. It was like, oh my God, you can actually move your character around in 3D. Then like 3D just exploded for like years. Now everybody want to play 2D games and side scrollers and things like that now because of the retro look and stuff. People love it.
For sure. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of cheating over here. I'm just gonna duplicate this hand to the next one. So delicious layers. Collapse it. People watching us, got any questions, comments, feel free to write them out and I'll be happy to answer as soon as I see it. Them out and I'll. Do that, clean up a little bit. So what's your, have you seen any horror movies lately?
Oh, I want to go see the movie It. Right now, everything about just like huge right now, man. It's like everybody's just into. But I heard a lot of good things about It.
Oh yeah. Have you ever read the book?
Have I ever read the It book? No, I haven't.
No, I haven't either, but a good friend of mine has, and that was like a really big all-time favorite of hers.
Yeah, I have to go check it out. I'll probably hold off until it comes out on DVD or something.
For the movie? Yeah. Yeah, I've been waiting to go see it, but I haven't had a chance to. And you said you're gonna go see the new Blade Runner soon as well, right?
Oh yeah, I heard so many good things about that Blade Runner. I also heard that it's almost like 3 hours. God, that's crazy.
I don't even. I didn't notice even. But I'm kind of. I don't know. I like that kind of storytelling. So it's definitely not for everybody. I will say this, but I personally, I fucking love it.
Uh,
But I will be the first to say it's not for everybody. But what bums me out is that I heard it didn't do so well in the box office, and I'm here thinking, dude, like if we don't support good storytelling like this, then I mean, sorry, Transformer fans, but like for the rest of us, like that Transformers type storytelling is all we're gonna be left with, and
yeah,
visually, I
well,
have no problem with that, but you know, because
one of the main,
go ahead.
one of the main problems is not doing so well, probably because a lot of the stuff that's happening on TV and stuff, the whole Hollywood scandal thing and stuff, like everybody has their attention. Like I forget that Blade Runner was even coming out because there's a lot of things that's been happening in this world, man. That's just like, man, like completely swallowed it up.
Yeah, and it's a bummer because that it's the kind of creation that I feel deserves when like every time somebody takes a risk, and it's a good risk, but it doesn't do as well as the safe ones. Like it really bums me out, because
Uh-huh.
yeah, I mean, it's as much of a risk as you can tell with an IP that's very very known and loved, right? But still, like they're holding to their guns. Like they're modernized where they needed to modernize, but really they're really very much trying to maintain the tone, you know.
Yeah, but like I heard so many good things about it. I'm just like disappointed it got swallowed up with all this
I know.
nonsense that's been happening, man. It's been completely swallowed up.
Yeah. Like I'm hearing it's doing a little bit better. Like it had a weak opening week, but I hear it's doing a little bit better, and I really hope that it does. It does do better. Cause I feel like that movie really like up again. I loved it, you know. So that's me. Like I'm
I'm
still
not,
like I need time to process everything that's going on because it just hits you on so many levels, you know.
I am definitely expecting to go see it. Looking forward back into getting into what's the name of that show on HBO?
Game of Thrones?
Westworld?
Oh, Westworld. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, now that's my show there,
Oh
man.
man.
Oh, some of the things that has happened in there is just like devastating to me. I'm like, oh my God,
Oh yeah.
Westworld.
They're working on. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Don't you worry. They're gonna get your money on that one.
All over that, man, when
Yeah,
it
it's
comes
so
out.
crazy. Like Westworld, you know what it's based on, right?
Nuh-uh. Oh, what is it based on?
So it's based on a fucking old movie. I want to like an old timey movie that didn't even do that well, but they took that premise and that name and they turned it into that show, and they even have nods for that movie.
Mm.
And the plot is like completely different and shit. It's like, I mean, it's not completely different, but it's like it's very similar. But they're doing their own thing with that show.
Yeah,
So,
like Netflix has a TV show called House of Cards or whatever.
hmm
And from what I'm hearing, it's based off of a political show in the UK, but it wasn't as huge of a hit in America or whatever. I mean, but House of Cards is like really good.
yeah, I haven't seen it, but I did hear a lot of people mentioning it. So,
House of Cards is it's good.
hmm.
I mean, but then again, like you have to be into politics because it's all about politics.
Yeah. Another thing, I'm enough into politics to stay informed, but I hate it. I don't seek it out. I'm just like I try to stay informed with what's happening in the world because I have to.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna go. I mean, a good story is a good story, so I'm not gonna discredit it. I'm not gonna definitely say I'm never gonna give it a chance, but yeah, I'm not gonna seek it out if I don't have to. Just brush needs no noise. It's a little smooth right now. Let's see what I can do about that. Brush form. Form. Record. Record this one.
I'll be right back, okay?
All right.
Go to bed, dears.
Oh, interesting. That's a new mechanic. Oh, cool. Let's see if I can't duplicate this brush and play with it. Make a new one. Add some nice job. Rename this. Leo brush. Leo Lem noise. I'll call it Leo noise blend. Alright, so how do I add blur? Texture, maybe texture. Use texture. Definitely not this texture. Oh, texture do. Let's see. Okay, that adds a little bit of noise there. Scale. Not quite. Texture. Oh. Find nice.
It's not so white here. Look. Bad example. Ignore. Meanwhile, the highway that.
A little grungy. Which I'm not necessarily against. Not, I don't know if texture is the way I want to go in here. Let's give it some. What texture is this? Right. Just go back to brush form.
Yeah, here we go. Freestyle.
Let me put my camera here.
Your whole motherfucking nutsack is on motherfucking.
Language.
I'm not sure how you can hear me because my microphone is turned off.
Well, I can hear you.
Also, is there no cussing in here?
No, I don't give a shit.
But yeah. What the heck? Microphone is like off. I turned it off, but you can still hear me.
I don't know, man.
You must. I must have you set up through the webcam. I'm about to see. Yep. No. Yes, webcam. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you remember you was asking me earlier if I had on my headset, and I told you yes?
Right.
My microphone was not, my microphone was still going through my webcam. So if you was hearing an echo then, it was because of me.
Yeah, I figured. I didn't want to press it.
Because
It wasn't too bad.
that's why you just heard that noise in the background. I thought the microphone was turned off.
Go. Well, it doesn't really change so much. I guess it does, but it's not in a way that I want it to. Not quite the noise that I want. I used to do that before.
So what is this you working on? I
Do you
was
see it
just
now?
looking at it. Well, I saw it through the Facebook, Facebook Live. I saw it.
Hmm.
What is it exactly?
Well, so I did a vote not too long ago on what my fans and friends and whoever would like to see next. And Cthulhu is what won, so that's what I'm working on, pretty much. And I told you a little bit about Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now I'm just playing with some brushes. Okay, that is more like it. Now I'm starting to get a nice little grunge feel to it. Maybe a little bit too much. Just want a little bit of noise. Brush form. Take a different shape. It's a little cloudy. Maybe. Feels a little soft on the nose. That's super cloudy. Just want some noise. Where's my noise at? Oh, of course they feel cloudy because it's a cloudy category. So cloudy, we got dots. That's the dots. If only I could add the dots too. Can we do a double brush here? Let's see. Interesting. So I can, in theory, okay, so what's happening? Double brush, like max. Or I can just do both. In which case, I can do both, so I can do exactly what. Whoa, a little much. That's a little much. Not what I need. Not what I need at all. That's annoying.
I feel like I almost forget how to use ZBrush.
Why, has it been a minute?
Yeah. But we shall overcome.
Yeah. What's this? Oh, interesting. Just looking at those brushes. Nice. Leave. Is that all we have? That's a different garage. So we'll have to do. No, not quite what I want. This one. Oop. A little bit of a rough edge with this one. God, I used to have a brush where I could just add a little bit of noise to. I forget. I did that. Maybe I have an idea. So this is a basic brush. If I go back to use double brush, well, what I really needed to do is make a new brush called come on, get it back. Call this one Leo Dots.
I get one face right, I can make the rest off of one face.
Oh yeah. Okay, I don't want to look. So I go here, use double brush, select Leo dots. Ooh, what the hell? It's too big. I'll go to the dots, make it smaller. Yeah, pretty good. There we go. Just add a little bit of that texture. Let's see if I can. I wonder what will happen if I were to invert it. Nothing. Oh, that's plus. Turn off the mask. Okay, whatever. Now we'll do. Just want a little bit of texture. Just a tiny amount of it. Maybe not that quite tiny. It's a pretty tiny amount. Too much. Too little. So I'm going to make this image a little bit larger. I think right now the full size is yay big. I want it slightly larger. Image size. I'm gonna do a percentages here. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna make the height about 4,500. I'll crop it down then. Hopefully it won't explode. Alright, I'll get a little bit better. And that's fairly noticeable. So, do you see any good movies lately?
The last time I went to the movie was to see Ninjago, the Lego movie.
Which one?
Ninjago. It's a Lego movie. It's based
Oh,
off of a
Ninjago. Oh, I've heard about that one. I think.
yes. It's based off a TV show.
Ninjago.
Uh-huh.
You go with your kids?
Oh yeah, kids and other people kids.
How was that?
Went pretty good.
Nice.
Still alive.
Second?
I said I'm still alive.
Yeah, that's a good sign that
Yeah, like
things are
like
okay.
sometimes, like like the movie was cool. It was just, it was definitely kids. Like sometimes when you go and watch a Toy Story movie, it's catered to kids, but they put a lot of adult humor in it, so everybody can enjoy it.
Right. Like for the whole
Ninjago,
family.
yes, something for the whole family. Like Ninjago was not like that.
Do your kids like it?
Oh yeah, they loved it.
Nice. How many other kids were there in your group?
It was just one.
Were there a lot of kids in the theater?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
How was that?
Everybody thought they was a ninja, put it that way. Like, was younger. Every time we watched like a Ninja Turtle movie or something, all of a sudden we hopped up and we started doing karate,
Yep.
So
Oh, I remember.
that's how it is inside of the movie theater. It's like you turn around, there's kids just doing drop kicks behind me and stuff, just crazy stuff. And you're sitting there thinking, like, what have I got myself into?
Hopefully nobody got hurt. You always fucked up little wings there. You read any good books lately?
Nah. Honestly, say I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I've been trying to get through Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, but which is the book that Blade Runner is based on by Philip K. Dick. And yeah, it's hard to find time in the schedule to get any reading done, sadly.
You probably never even used ZBrush R8. That's why.
What?
I don't think I have even used like ZBrush for R8. This is like my first time actually using it.
Oh, nice.
Like I with it, I guess you can say, but not actually used it. Like when I heard about some of the features coming out, I opened up and I just tried out a couple of features, but I never actually like used it on anything.
Okay, so what do you think about it overall?
Oh well,
Because now you've
it's
been using
definitely
it
gonna
for
take
a
some.
minute.
I mean, it's definitely gonna take some to it. Pixelogic definitely didn't change a lot because it's just an upgrade. People are still holding out on that ZBrush 5.
What happened in that? Wasn't there a big thing that people were looking forward to lately?
Yeah, they said what they told us. They said ZBrush 4 or 7. Yes, I mean will be the last update before they go into ZBrush 5. Was the year came around again or whatever, and it was no ZBrush 5. Then another year went by. Then all of a sudden they was talking about ZBrush 4R8. So when they was doing the conference and they was like, "We're going to introduce you ZBrush 4R8," got quiet and it was so awkward at the conference. It was like hilarious
Well, what's
because
the
they
big
thought,
deal? What's the big deal about 5 versus R8? Update is an update, right?
yeah, I guess it's more of a fact, when it definitely be different than an actual different version. So basically ZBrush 4R1, 4R2, they're just slight little small or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And what people are looking for are huge updates. Like for instance, they don't have UV texture painting. The program has UV texture painting except for ZBrush. Mudbox has ZBrush texture painting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they're really on a lot of things. They just put, which I showed you, just put that I forget what you call it, a gizmo in there.
Oh yeah, the old. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Dude, I hated that about ZBrush for years and years and years.
Yeah, so picture people that have been using it for like 12 years or 13 years.
Man.
They've been stuck with that thing. And so they finally put a gizmo in there and stuff. And people are hoping that the ZBrush 5 would actually take use of your graphic card,
Wait, ZBrush doesn't
and
use
things like
graphic
that.
cards right now?
No, nope. It only uses your CPU and your memory, and
Not
that's
GPU.
it. Huh?
No GPU.
GPU. They have no UV texture painting.
And
They
these are all
don't do a
features
lot
that
of.
they said that 5 will have.
Nobody knows, but everybody's assuming. You know what I'm saying? That they're finally going to put these out because over there in the ZBrush community, a lot of people complain about the same things that they've been years to get. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part about it is you have Mudbox, you have 3D Coat, and you have Blender, which have a sculpting in there also. A lot of these programs
Blender has
have.
sculpting?
So a lot of these programs have elevated over ZBrush in some areas, but ZBrush still has the best brush system out there, period. Nobody can touch them, but there's a lot of companies out there that's slowly passing up ZBrush in a lot of areas. So people are hoping for a ZBrush 5, and we didn't get it yet.
Wasn't there a conference recently?
Yes, they just did a conference. See, when they released ZBrush 4R8, 8 was to release the kind of what's the word? ZBrush 4R8 was kind of a release where they was kind of the blow when they have the conference and they're not going to announce ZBrush 5. So it's like, hey, let's give them ZBrush 4R8 before the conference, much how it went. But yeah, like a lot of people was like really like hurt because they literally said they will be no more ZBrush 4R anything. We're going into ZBrush 5. 2 years later and we still haven't seen ZBrush 5. Then they also came out with another one called ZBrush Core, which a lot of people was upset with that.
What the fuck is ZBrush Core?
ZBrush Core is it's a cheaper version of ZBrush where you can't really do a lot of stuff.
What can and can't you do you know?
I think you can do Z Remesh. Like there's a lot of the features they left out.
Okay.
So
features
it's
like
pretty much
use a lot, or
like brushes, like a whole bunch of stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, so
And how much do they sell it for?
it's like I think they got one for like 99 or 150 or something like that. I'm
You
not
think
sure.
it's worth it for that price, or?
No. Everybody like what's the point? You know what I'm saying? See, then you got to go into the pirated part, okay? Because there's a lot of people that pirate it. So of course, if there's pirated versions and they have a cheaper version of it that doesn't have all the features, people are going to be like, well, I'll just get this pirate from somebody.
Hmm. What do you think they should do to, make their money?
What I think they should do, they should come out with another ZBrush 5 and charge people, which a lot of people is not going to agree with because they've been giving away free ZBrush upgrades for the last months.
Oh, really? So people are expecting to not pay anything for ZBrush 5?
Exactly, because they're used to it. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, how are they going to make their money?
True. See, but here's the thing here. They never dropped the price.
On the old one?
No, since they've been upgrading, they're not dropping the price. They've been upping the price. So let's say you buy ZBrush Red now for like $800. Then 7 months later, they come out with ZBrush 5. You'll be like, whoa, I got to pay for this? Right. You'll be like, no, that's crazy. You guys see, that's the whole thing. They have been giving it out free because they're just giving people small upgrades, and that's it. Like just little, like here, I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to give you that. Hmm. But now, oh man, they come out with ZBrush 5. I don't have no problem. But they would have to completely redo the user interface. You know what I'm saying? They would have to really bring it, and also have it set up where when you scope, you can have multiple ZBrush. Like kind of in like 3D Studio Max and Maya, where you can get
multiple instances of the program.
Well, no, like when you can get a perspective view, a top view, and a side view all together. Right.
Panels?
Exactly. Now think about this here. Sculpting, you need to see other angles, correct? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to see other angles. And that's one of the main things that is missing.
Yeah, and it's ZBrush standard.
Exactly.
I don't think Mudbox has that though.
No, I don't think Mudbox have it, but Blender has it.
Blender has everything.
But Blender has a feature that can use your GPU. I don't think use your GPU either. See, so in order to have those four, like or whatever, and things like that, they will have to have it where they can put some of the resources on the actual GPU and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's one of the things that they're really missing, man.
What do you think it's taking them so
long? Well, what I think is taking them so long is that the standard in the movie industry for like sculpting and things like that. And I think they made so much money off of it over the years and stuff. They probably getting into complacency, you know what I'm saying? And they're just hand feeding us upgrades every now and then.
You don't think they're running into some development problems that's slowing them down?
Oh, no. This software has been too successful.
What does that mean?
I mean, what I'm saying is they have enough money to hire more people to get that ZBrush 5 out. And any problems at all. Not only that, all of these other programs have already tested, like anything that ZBrush 5 come out with, other programs already have. So they will be actually putting things inside ZBrush 5 that programs already have tested it for them. So I mean, because like they're missing a lot of stuff. People want to texture paint directly on the UVs.
Right.
People want to do normal maps directly on, because what a lot of people don't understand, not working on the UVs. You're working on millions and millions and millions of polygons. You're not actually working on the actual low poly model, the UV map, which all the other, they allow you to work directly on a UV map. Because one thing about ZBrush, you don't know exactly the look because you're not working on a UV map. So you're not sure if it's going to actually look that good to a substance painter or into all these other programs that let you know how it looks, because let you know how it looked before you get into the video game engine. And that's the main problem with ZBrush. It's the pipeline. Talking about animation for filming stuff, then it's different. But for video games, it's a whole lot harder.
Interesting.
And like I've been a ZBrush supporter for I don't know how long. I mean, I think ZBrush is amazing, but at the same time,
Got a lot of place, a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah, like I remember like in certain other artists and stuff, and like we're all getting an argument because if I say one thing about ZBrush, people go crazy. Like they have a really good fan base, fanboys, and people love them. They love it to death, which I can understand why, but man.
Yeah, if you have blind, support, like it's good, but you still need to demand, you can't let them get complacent.
Yep, that's kind of how I feel about the same thing, man. Ooh, I gotta get ready to get up off of here though. I'm trying to get back on a good sleeping schedule. Me and you on a crazy sleeping schedule now.
Yeah,
And it's weird because William used to always be the one that would go to sleep at like 7 in the morning. And now he got a good sleeping schedule.
Yeah, no, if you need to go, it's all good. I'm gonna wrap this up.
You sound tired yourself, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, but I figure I'll try a 2D version and a 3D version. Let's see what people think.
Right on. I'm debating whether to do like these warm lighting or go cooler fluid.
Oh, Danny boy.
Hey Dan,
What's up?
what's your favorite animal?
You said what?
What's your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? It would have to be a cheetah.
Oh yeah, I love cheetahs. I bet the fastest land animal.
Wouldn't want to be a cheetah though, but
Why not?
they have too many weaknesses to me to
Yeah, it's true. Like they're
cheetahs.
awesome, but they gotta live. They live their life in fear of other creatures.
If I had to choose like an animal, depending on if they will protect me from wildlife savages, but I would be an elephant.
Oh yeah, that's where it's at. Nobody fucks with elephants, especially considering they're
So,
always they're never alone either. You got family, look after their own. But yeah, the fucking poachers, man, they fuck them up.
yeah, like I seen like videos of like poachers getting killed or whatever.
I'm okay with that.
You know, like people feel so bad for them. I'm sitting there looking like, really?
They feel bad for the poachers. Fuck those guys.
No, that's what I'm sitting there thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, really?
Who feels bad for them?
You know,
Give me names and addresses. Let's go.
I mean, well, usually poachers are conservatives, so usually those the people that feel bad for them and things like that when they do that. Like they go over there to Africa, and because Africa have very bad like, and it's very what's the word a system that's not working very well. What do you call it? Corruption inside of their government and stuff. It's easy to get a license. Even if it's illegal, it's easy to get. So many ways to go around it and stuff like that. And it's just like crazy. It's like I've like, because I've been trying to go vegan or whatever, and like eventually when it happens, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stay vegan or whatever, man. It's just
Oh,
I don't
really?
know.
Oh, really? I didn't know that about you.
Yes, that's my liberal side.
I don't know what that's got to do with politics. I think it's just, you know.
So the way I look at it, everything is politics. The chances of you being a vegan, most likely you're a liberal. If you look at the numbers, most conservatives were never.
I mean, I know some conservative vegans.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying, you can count them on your hand. Like where I'm at in like Iowa or whatever and stuff. Oh my god,
Hmm.
like it's like everybody hunts and stuff out here. So,
So, what makes you want to go vegan?
huh? Make me want to go vegan? Oh, because I know it's wrong to eat animals. Like I literally know, and not only that, I'm one of those guys, and people hate me when I say this or whatever. I don't think our bodies are made to consume meat at all.
Hmm.
We keep talking about our canines and the way our teeth are actually set up or whatever and stuff. I'm like, no, that's for peeling fruits and things like that, you know?
Right.
Like eating certain vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. I have never thought our bodies were created meat. Nah, it's not. And the fact that it's just wrong. Like I don't like when people choose certain animals and put them on a pedestal. I look at a
No, like what's the
same way I
difference
look
between a
at
dog
a dog.
and a goat
Exactly
or a
right.
pig?
And
Dude,
like that
pigs are every bit as intelligent as dogs. They're capable of the same feelings, the same bonding, everything.
right. And I think that kills me with like hipsters and liberals and stuff. Cause these like porn where they talk about you have to save the dogs and all of that stuff. And it's usually some hipster up there talking. And I'm thinking like, why you guys are going to China that are about to be eating when there's so many pigs in America
Right.
that's being eating?
No, I feel the same.
It's like people want to pick and choose what to say. Not only that, they even have done studies saying that pigs are more emotionally attached to things than actual dogs. Like they're very friendly. Like they're
I don't know if
very
it's more. I don't know if it's
sensitive.
more or less. Like I haven't read anything like that, but I did read that it's comparable. It's almost the same for a lot of mammals,
Right, right.
mammals
And,
especially. You know,
I
if you take a
mean,
cow's baby, like she's gonna run after the car screaming. You know.
right. And like you're talking about animals that have mood swings, animals that get depressed. They have been studies of animals that like will lose all of their cubs or whatever,
Hmm.
and they would die
Oh yeah.
because they don't want to like eat anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're
Yep.
like, oh my God, I
Yep.
just lost all of my. I mean, these are emotional, and I would have to say logical thinking creatures.
Oh yeah.
And
And dude, like I've seen video, like this guy, like the cow, like has lost several calves, and every time she makes one, like they come and take them away, and she knows she's never gonna see her baby again, and
really,
she doesn't attack the people or anything, but she puts herself between her baby and these guys, and when they take them, and this is a video I've seen a few years ago of this guy who was working that factory, right, that does that, and I might be mixing two different stories up, or I don't know if it's the same guy, but I think he was saying, that he was putting the calf in the car and taking it off to the slaughterhouse, and the cow was like chasing the car, like running as fast as she could, and like screaming, basically. And he
and,
said, like
and
one time there was one calf that he raised, and it was time to take it to slaughterhouse or something, or I don't remember. This has been a while back, but I remember one time that he raised this calf and he didn't see it for a while, and eventually he came back and the calf freaking ran to him and remembered him and put his head in his lap. And this guy has been doing it all his life. That was his job. And
mhm,
all of a sudden there was a switch where he didn't see them until that moment for anything more than just food. And all of a sudden he's like, "What the fuck have I been doing? Like these are
Right.
yeah, dude.
See,
Man,
and
that guy fucking broke down, dude.
see, and like when you say like, what does it have to do with politics? It's like everything in, at least in America, it evolves around politics. The way
I will tell you this.
animals are killed, the way animals are treated, the way we consume animals, everything
I,
has a political
I will
standpoint
say
for
this
some reason.
because like I see a lot of Americans in both sides, like
Mhm.
case by case. But I will say this about America in general. I love this country, but I feel very strongly that they don't, as a culture, they don't respect life enough. They don't value life
Of
as they
course,
should. I feel very
I
strongly about
I
that.
agree. I I agree. I agree. We have lost our way. I agree. Yeah, but like if we're looking at it from a scientific pointer, I don't think our bodies are made to consume meat. It's like we're just not created that way. So not only that, okay, let's just say if it's a God and stuff and all that stuff, because there's a lot of people that are religious and things like that. It's like God put enough for us to consume, you know what I'm saying? That we don't even have to touch animals, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It just shows you. But you have some people that say, well, they don't eat animals, but they eat fish, which is weird to me also. But
What's fish? A fucking plant? Like what is that?
yeah, because you'll have people that say, yeah, I'm a vegetarian, but I eat fish, and I'm just
I don't
sitting
think
there
you know what
just
that word
looking.
means. Yeah, no, there's a word for that. It's mostly Episcopalian. I think something like that.
Right, 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 right. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's just weird to me.
yeah, like when I start to see things like that, I'm just sitting there just looking like lost or whatever. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, oh, it's in the water, they really don't have feelings. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Stuff like that. But then a lot of that ties into religion and everything also, politics and religion controls like a lot of things that is happening when it comes to consuming and hurting animals and things like that.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just sad because I know, and my wife, like, because being inbred like a lot of other people are and stuff, she don't think she can ever stop eating. Like,
But
it's
does she feel about
constant.
this the same way you do?
No, she don't feel the same way about this because, like I said, she's from Iowa, and like Iowa is huge on honey
Hmm.
and things like that, and like her family, the conservative values and all of that
Hmm.
stuff and things like that, and it's a tradition for conservatives to hunt, but at the same time, it's a tradition for liberals to complain about honey, but they'll sit there and go to the grocery store
Right. Which
and pick up the
I don't
meat.
know if that like to me that's even like at least I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna get too
That's
much into it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, like I can imagine like a liberal sitting at the table eating, right? And he's like, those damn conservatives and their guns, and he's just eating all of this meat and stuff. And I'm just looking like, likely a gun killed what you're eating,
Right.
or that complaining.
You gave him your money, so
Right. Right.
you.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like somebody complaining about sweatshops in China while wearing a shirt from Walmart. You know,
Right. 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 I mean,
like I
see,
don't think you're missing the point, dude.
right. Then here's the crazy part about it, right? That scientists are figuring out a ways to make hamburger meat without actual real meat.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So things like tofu, and you have all of these scientific companies coming up, because I'm sure they're trying to make $1 million off of it and destroy the runners or whatever. But yeah, like they're figuring out not only to produce, but fat-free, healthy hamburger meat, and it tastes the same because they're getting to the point where they can put certain flavors into it, 100% healthy. And you consume it, and it makes you feel like you're eating a hamburger when you're really eating something healthy. So I think science is really going to fix a lot of it.
There was a Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode about this.
Yeah, but like it's actually like true. I saw on it and things like that, and like I mean, it's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy what they're actually doing out there, man. Like it's pretty crazy.
I'm definitely in favor of that. Being
I mean, like there's also articles out there. This might sound nasty, but they found out how to make shit edible. You know what I'm saying literal shit edible, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they can make money off of anything. Healthy shit. Like you go to the store and like,
I mean, hey man, like there's gonna be problems over the next century or so. Like, you know, the world's changing, you know, it's possible that we're gonna be getting more scarce on resources and all that. So it might become necessary. Remember and this is technology that existed but not to that level. But remember Waterworld with Kevin Costner?
Uh-huh. Yes,
he has that thing that he pees into and he basically purifies it.
Created it, yeah.
Yeah, that technology pretty much exists, but it's not miniaturized like that. But I mean, I'm sure they could have done it if they wanted to.
I mean, the ones that I saw, it's like a regular cup with a top on it, and you can piss on it, and you can literally extract all the bad stuff out of it and re-drink it.
Right.
Crazy, man. I mean, they are figuring it out, man. They are figuring it out because I literally think they're going to get to a point where stomach smaller at birth. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, like they have this surgery called the sleeve or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Want to lose weight or whatever and things like that, and they put a sleeve over your stomach to make it smaller or whatever and things like that. I think it's gonna get to the point because so morbidly obese, they're gonna stop putting that stuff in babies. You know what I'm saying? I know it does, but remember a kid that's can't even run up the block and he's 11 years old.
I mean, that's got more to do with good parenting than.
I mean, yeah, true. Parenting plays a role, but dude, when you go to the store and it costs $10 for strawberries or strawberries, and you have to get a bag of chips. Yeah, some of that parenting stuff is out of our hands. I know plenty of times when I was growing up, my family wanted to give me healthy options, but they couldn't afford it. Man, strawberries and stuff like that, that stuff is expensive. My God.
Well, I mean, it's not, from what I know, it's not even that, like, yes, you do need to have healthy food, you do need to have a good variety, all that, that's true. But
it's about how much,
in terms
right?
of obesity and stuff, a lot of it, from what I understand, like there was a doctor from I forget which university, but a professor or some shit, and he wanted to make a point, so he lived for a long time on nothing but like junk food, but he watched calories.
Yep, small moderation. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So moderation plays as important as a part. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't need to eat healthy, of course.
Yes, but though, here is the problem with that guy. I know you talking about, but here's the problem with that.
I'm not talking about the guy from that did the movie, or maybe I am. I don't know. It's a more recent one because I know there's been a guy a few years ago that did something similar and made.
Well, there has been a couple of people that has done it. First of all of our bodies are not built the same. So
True.
that's why I hate when this one person make that example, because I know people that can scarf down 20 hamburgers and put on no weight. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That's true.
But but if I st-
Well, no,
but if
but this
I
guy was
scarf down
overweight to
20
begin
hamburgers,
with. That guy was overweight to begin with.
true,
He
true,
did
true,
portion
true.
control and got
No,
better. You know.
understand what you said. Even with that there's fat people that can do backwards flips. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That can do and things like that.
True.
You could be thinking like, there's no way that 500
Oh no, I've seen
pounder,
it. I've
then all
seen
of
it.
a
I know it's
sudden,
true.
right, right. So like everybody is built different. Overall, they put stuff in the food that actually make you addictive.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, I know about that.
so that's the problem by itself. The fact that they put things in the food that make you lazy, tired.
I don't know if it makes you lazy, but
Yes, turkey. They've done studies on like turkeys or whatever. There's like chemicals and things in it that actually put a drain on your body. Just like when you eat, there's some fruits out there that gives you energy. Literally.
wow.
Natural fruits that give you energy and all of that stuff, man. But yeah, man, like I know it's wrong. I know it is, and I want to make a change. But is it hard? Yes, because when you go outside your door and you go past 6 McDonald's before you get to a healthy spot,
Hmm.
I mean, but at the same time, I know
Hey, dude,
people that are
if you want any advice on that, I mean, I know there's a lot of resources online, but
yeah,
if that's the only thing
see,
that's stopping you, like that's not an
I
insurmountable.
mean, well, still have to be careful because even if I go vegan and go all the way and stuff, you can still be unhealthy. I know vegan
Oh
people
yeah.
that's overweight. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
I mean, there's look, there's gluten-free vegan cakes. Brown sugar is vegan. By the way, did you know the white sugar is not vegan?
It's not vegan.
White sugar,
Light sugar.
white sugar.
Okay, you said it's not vegan.
Correct.
Nothing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they use something called bone char, which is made from animal bones, to basically as part of the process to because sugar in the wild, like it's not that's processed sugar. Like sugar in the wild, like you do it and you get it, and it's basically closest to the form of brown sugar.
Right.
But so there's a lot of things that aren't vegan and people don't know, and there's a lot of things that are vegan and people don't know. Like, did you know that Oreos are vegan?
Oreos. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Skittles, except the ones that contain a certain food dye that's made. There's a there's a food dye called Red 40
Uh-huh.
Lake,
Uh-huh.
that is made from crushed beetles, and that's a certain type of red dye that they put in Skittles and other candy and stuff. So as long as it doesn't contain that, most of them are vegan also.
I can believe it, man. I can
But
believe it.
there's a lot of stuff that people they don't realize. Like a lot of times, you can go to the store and get a fucking shit, man. I went. I have some level of lactose intolerance, and
Mm-hmm.
I went, and I know that feeling. I feel like down. I get very tired, lethargic, and stuff like that. My stomach's upset, all that good stuff, and um, yeah, I remember a few years ago I bought some just a bag of chips at the store, just fries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I went home and made them and stuff, and it just fries. It just cut potatoes, right? And I make them and I eat it, and I suddenly after I ate it, I'm like, I haven't had this feeling in a long time. It's almost as if I ate something with milk in it. Or there's no way. I mean, what? I only ate chips, and I had some chips and hummus, I like a little bit of hummus, and
Mm-hmm.
dude, I look at the fucking thing, and they're like ingredients, like fucking potatoes, and then milk. So just randomly, they fucking put it in milk to make it taste better or whatever. And I'm like, fucking why?
Yeah, I mean, like you can go to McDonald's and order a salad, and they put sugar in a salad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, for no reason.
Yeah, and there's so many places, you want salad and they put cheese on and put a lot of stuff in it. By the way, did you hear that McDonald's about to have a first vegan option on their menu?
I think it's a good idea just for the simple fact that these fast food restaurants are starting to see that there's a lot of money in people losing weight.
Sure.
A lot of money in people losing weight. They know it is. But I mean, me personally, it's like I know it's wrong. Oh man, don't even get me started on dairy products or whatever. Like we're like the only animals that will drink milk for the rest of our lives and stuff. I mean, there are
And
so
not
many
even drink
animals
milk
out
for the
there.
rest of their lives, but drink milk from another animal.
Exactly, man.
No other creature does it. It's insane to me.
Just because milk does your body good. Are you serious? Come on. They
Dude, milk has
killing me.
one purpose, and that is to give the baby the nutrients that it needs until it can eat normal food.
Right. I mean, because I know from like experience, man, is that milk is not good for you. Point
No,
blank.
I know. I
It's just
definitely agree
not.
with that. I definitely agree with that.
It ain't good for you at all. People can say what they want to say. They know milk is not good for you. It's just not.
But there's such powerful marketing behind it that people don't really understand that.
Yeah. And what does that fall into? Politics. A lot of that's politics. Like food on labels. I mean, putting labels on actual food. Do you know there's a political talk about that?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I want you to know. That's what I'm saying. It's like everything is political here, man. That's like that. Like that's why, like when I went to other countries and things like that, like I will go past a whole day without no politics. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. The whole day. It's crazy, man.
Must be nice. Well, I mean, they have other problems too, so. Especially the countries you visited.
Yes, they definitely have other problems, man. But like, there's other countries out there where they don't even talk about certain stuff. Sitting there just looking like, but like, oh man, you heard about that cop shooting? Yeah, that happened in 1920. We haven't had a cop killing here since 1920. Mm-hmm. There's countries out there that haven't had like a cop hasn't fired a reference since 1920s. That's insane, right? Oh man, you got places like Norway, the Netherlands, and all of that stuff where they have these. Not saying that we should be like them. So if anybody out there,
like they got their problems too because they have to live their lives while being Europeans. So that's a trade-off.
Right, but like you got certain places over there where they haven't shot a gun like in years, like not one fatality or whatever, and things like that. Oh yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff out there, for real. Get up. Oh.
I'm not sure where to cross this.
Hey,
question, because I was looking at some of your Twitch stuff and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your mom in the blue dress or whatever?
Is that my mom? What?
Like, I don't know. Like, she kind of looked Asian or something.
Where are you
I didn't know who
looking
this was. Well, I don't want to just put it on the screen or whatever.
Well, I'm not sharing the screen.
All right. No, because I was looking at your Facebook to see the live stream,
Twitch.
and I saw her.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Like, no, because like
hey, go over
people
there.
was
Go over there real quick. Let me show you something. Go over there. Go back to my photos. Click on me. Go look at the photos real quick. Like, go to my actual photo albums.
Oh, okay. On the albums?
Yeah, albums. Click on. Okay, third row down, second from the left.
Right here.
From the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my dad. So he was a lot darker than me, and my mom's a lot lighter than me, and I'm somewhere in the middle.
See her.
Maybe you can kind of see all three of us. And it's funny because, like, my wife and I, like, I'm a lot darker than my wife, obviously, and our baby's like right in the middle. So it's like a gradient thing.
And you said your pop's not alive anymore?
I'm sorry?
Is he alive still, or your pops?
No, he passed away many years ago. Well, not many years ago, but over 10 years. I just had him Memorial Day a couple weeks ago.
So you must have been like 18 in these pictures or something.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, that's what I was wondering.
Yes, I had much less facial hair back then.
Yeah, you look like you was in shape, though.
I mean, if you see what I'm wearing, you kind of have to.
Stuff like that. Look like you was in shape.
Well, I wasn't in shape until I was already in there. So, but yeah, I lost like some good exercise.
But those exercises they force you to do.
Personal trainer every day, man. You wake up with that personal trainer, you go to bed with that personal trainer. You know?
Because Army boy, man, I lost all of my muscles when I was in the Army. All of that cardio and stuff ate up my muscles, man, when I was in the Army and stuff.
Dude, of
course, I got them back when I got out there.
10 pounds in a week. I'm sorry, not 10 pounds. 10 kilos in a week, which is more than 10 pounds.
Yeah. Like I tell people all the time, even though I don't think people should do it or whatever, like you can outwork what you eat. You can do it, but you have to work out a lot.
Yeah. Well, the best way to do it is to develop muscle mass, and then that just eats away fat.
Well, not even muscle mass. Let's say you are a guy that live in New York and you deliver package bike. The chances of you being overweight is going to be very slim because you spend 9 to 12 hours biking around New York.
Yeah, you stay active.
So you can go and eat whatever you want to eat that whole day. Not only that, your body is going to demand you to eat more calories because your job is riding bikes. You will have to eat more calories and stuff like that. Or you're going to get tired, your bones are going to get weak, your muscles are going to get weak, and you can end up hurting yourself because you're not eating enough food because you need protein to rebuild your muscle. And stuff like that. That's why, like, when I was in the military, I never ate that much food in my life.
Oh yeah, same here.
And I got skinny.
Yep.
We went on a 12-mile or 30-mile hike in the morning. So when we get through all of those,
oh yeah, you can do it, but the amount of exercise that you do has to be like. pretty much you can't do anything else. If it's all that you do, yeah, you'll be fine. You can eat whatever you want.
Exactly, man.
But I
Exactly.
mean, I'm over here making art.
See, right, and like that's the problem with the artists and stuff, and that's why a lot of artists are overweight. A lot of people that have office jobs and all of that, you know what I'm saying? They're like overweight because they're sitting idle. And the thing is, our bodies are not made to sit idle. They're made to work from sun up to sundown, and people know this.
We're made to run from lions and shit,
Yeah, yeah.
and chase down mammoths.
Exactly. We are made to hunt our own food. You said a mammoth, but yeah, yeah, man. Are made to hunt our own food. So when you
Or
give us
gather for it,
food,
but the point is that you're supposed to go out and look for it. All that. That's all you're supposed to do.
exactly. So
Climb
when
up
you
trees
give
and
us
do it.
food,
Fucking get through bushes and do
when
it.
you
Chase it down.
when you give us food, and when you put food on our tables, and when you serve us, all of that stuff is not normal, and you're not burning calories.
Mm-hmm. We're not built for this.
I mean, not only that, just opening a orange or peeling back a banana is burning calories. And people don't even know that.
Right? They get stuff pre-peeled for them.
Right. I mean, think about it. You go and you drink orange juice. How much calories you think you burnt trying to drink orange juice? Nothing. But if you have to peel open the orange, you have to work for it. Meaning you're not going to eat.
When you drink orange juice, that's like 20 oranges in
exactly. Exactly, man. That's the whole point, man. That is the whole freaking point, man. Right there. We are not made this way, man. And I know that. That's why plans when
So you think you're gonna go
become
vegan?
successful. Huh?
You think you're gonna go vegan?
Eventually, yes. Yes, I will. Eventually I will.
Maybe you'll go vegan next year.
Yes. Maybe. One thing I do know is it's hard. It's easy to go vegan when you have a lot of money. You can hire
it is definitely slightly harder when you don't.
Exactly, because like you can hire a personal chef or a personal fitness person.
You can do anything. Well, it's easier to do anything when you have money if you think about it. So
yeah, that is true, man. Because like I be seeing on TV where these celebrities be talking about go vegan like me. A celebrity has a personal chef. It's like get out of here.
You don't give me any advice.
Exactly. I mean, like somebody's literally feeding you like that, which I can't hate on because if I had a choice, I would do the same thing.
Yeah, dude.
I would do the thing. Oh man, Cook County Commissioner.
I'm about ready to call it done.
All right, I have to go to the thing, but Illinois is trying to legalize marijuana.
Good luck.
Illinois, I used to live there. Okay, hold on. I gotta find Leo. Yeah. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta hear myself. Okay.
You still on speaker, dude?
No, it was playing through the speaker. I got you playing through the headset. Looks good. It'll be nice if we can get some transparent light on the edge of the wings on the outside, because that light is like strong. See the light? Yeah, like almost like a subsurface scattering. Talking about wings. Wings are almost built like your ear. You know what I'm saying?
No. You're talking about the car. Right. I know what you're referring to.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to think about if it will fit with the composition.
Well, no, probably. It's just that subsurface scattering.
I'm trying to push a very strong silhouette with this one. I mean, if I get it too realistic with, it could look pretty cool actually. I can spend some time doing that. It doesn't have to be very strong.
Right, look,
Just doing it a
look,
little
look,
bit on the
look.
top. Yeah, I can try. I'll try it. If I don't like it, I'll delete it. I'll play it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's one
But
thing about that.
yeah, I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow though. It's getting kind of late.
I hear that. Yeah, I'm about to carry my butt to bed now. Yo, I will holler at you tomorrow, man.
Yeah. All right. So we'll call it a night with this one. This is the full thing, but I'm probably gonna crop it significantly before it's
So I'll
done.
see you at tomorrow meeting, Thursday meeting.
Yeah. All right, Daniel. Take it easy.
Yeah, peace out. Nice talking to you. Peace.
Same to you, man. Thanks for hanging out. So everybody, feel free to visit me on Patreon. It's patreon.com/thunderstormart, and also on Facebook, facebook.com/thunderstormart. Same deal on Twitter, twitter.com/thunderstormart. And yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, and peace.